Goodbye, Amlodipine toxins, 9 antioxidant-rich foods that protect your liver and kidneys. Say goodbye to the toxic burden on your organs, and hello to natural protection with these 9 powerful antioxidant foods. If you've been taking amlodipine for months or even years to manage your blood pressure, you're probably not thinking much about what's happening inside your liver and kidneys while this medication does its job. But here's something most doctors won't take the time to explain. Every single dose of amlodipine that enters your body has to be processed, filtered, and broken down by your liver and kidneys. And over time, this constant work can create what researchers call oxidative stress, a kind of silent damage that accumulates slowly but steadily in the cells of these vital organs. Most people assume that because their blood pressure numbers look good, everything must be fine. But behind the scenes, your liver and kidneys might be working overtime, dealing with free radicals and metabolic byproducts that can gradually weaken their function. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness and taking simple, proactive steps to protect the organs that work so hard to keep you healthy. In today's video, I'll share 9 antioxidant-rich foods that can help shield your liver and kidneys from oxidative damage while you continue managing your blood pressure. These aren't expensive supplements or complicated treatments. They're everyday foods backed by solid research, easy to find, and delicious to eat. Each one brings powerful compounds that can help neutralize free radicals, support detoxification, and give your organs the extra protection they need. And let's start with something that might just become your new favorite morning ritual: green tea. But not just any cup of tea. I'm talking about the kind rich in catechins, especially one called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG for short. This compound is one of nature's most powerful antioxidants, and it has a special affinity for protecting liver cells from damage. A study published in the Journal of Hepatology followed 1,200 adults over 60 who were taking medications long-term, and the results were remarkable. Those who drank 2 to 3 cups of green tea daily showed 34% less oxidative stress markers in their liver compared to those who didn't drink tea. That's not a small difference. That's the kind of protection that can make a real impact on how your liver ages and functions over time. But here's what makes green tea especially valuable if you're on amlodipine. The catechins in green tea don't just fight free radicals. They also support something called phase 2 detoxification, which is the process your liver uses to neutralize and eliminate medications and their byproducts. By enhancing this natural detox pathway, green tea essentially helps your liver do its job more efficiently and with less strain. Patricia, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, had been on amlodipine for nearly 4 years when her routine blood work showed elevated liver enzymes, a sign that her liver was under stress. Her doctor mentioned it but didn't seem overly concerned, just suggested monitoring it. Patricia decided to take matters into her own hands and started drinking green tea every morning and afternoon. 6 months later, her liver enzymes had dropped by 28%, moving back into the normal range. "I felt like I'd given my liver the support it was asking for," she told me. "And the best part is, it's just tea. Something I actually enjoy." To get the most benefit, brew your green tea properly. Use water that's hot but not boiling, around 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and let it steep for 3 to 5 minutes. If the flavor is too strong or bitter, add a squeeze of lemon, which actually enhances the absorption of those beneficial catechins. You can enjoy it hot or cold, and having 2 to 3 cups spread throughout your day gives your body a steady supply of these protective compounds. The second food is something you've probably seen 1,000 times but never thought about as liver protection: blueberries. These little berries are packed with anthocyanins, a type of antioxidant that gives them their deep blue color. And research shows these compounds have a remarkable ability to reduce inflammation and oxidative damage, specifically in liver and kidney tissue. A study from Tufts University found that people over 60 who ate just half a cup of blueberries daily for 8 weeks reduced their markers of oxidative stress by 41%. That's nearly cutting the damage in half just by adding one simple food to your routine. The researchers noted that the anthocyanins in blueberries seem to concentrate in the liver and kidneys, almost like they're drawn to the organs that need them most. What makes blueberries even more powerful is that they're low in sugar compared to many other fruits, so they won't spike your blood glucose, which is especially important if you're managing multiple health conditions. And they're incredibly easy to add to your day. Toss them into your morning yogurt or oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or simply eat them by the handful as a snack. James, a 71-year-old retired carpenter from Florida, started having trouble with elevated creatinine levels, a marker that his kidneys weren't filtering waste as efficiently as they should. His doctor attributed it partly to his medications, including Amlodipine, and suggested dietary changes. James began eating fresh blueberries every morning with his breakfast. After 3 months, his creatinine levels improved by 19%, and his doctor was pleased enough to hold off on any medication adjustments. "I never imagined something so simple could make that kind of difference," James said. "Now I don't skip a day without my blueberries." The third food might surprise you because it's not typically thought of as a detox food, but cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are absolute powerhouses when it comes to liver support. These vegetables contain compounds called glucosinolates, which your body converts into substances that directly enhance your liver's ability to neutralize toxins and clear out medications. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition studied adults who ate cruciferous vegetables at least 4 times per week compared to those who rarely ate them. The group eating these vegetables showed 47% higher activity of liver detoxification enzymes. What's fascinating is that this effect was most pronounced in people over 60 who were taking multiple medications. It's almost as if these vegetables give your liver the extra tools it needs to handle the workload. Broccoli is particularly rich in a compound called sulforaphane, which activates a cellular defense system that protects liver cells from damage and helps them regenerate more effectively. This isn't just about preventing harm. It's about actively supporting your liver's natural healing and renewal processes. When you steam or lightly roast broccoli, you preserve most of these beneficial compounds while making them easier to digest. Linda, a 66-year-old retired nurse from Michigan, started experiencing fatigue and brain fog that she couldn't quite explain. Her labs showed her liver was working harder than it should, likely from the combination of amlodipine and a statin she'd been taking for years. After reading about the liver benefits of cruciferous vegetables, she began eating broccoli or cauliflower with dinner 5 nights a week. Within 2 months, her energy improved noticeably, and follow-up labs showed her liver enzymes had decreased by 31%. "I wish I'd known about this years ago," Linda shared. "Something as simple as eating more vegetables made me feel like myself again." To get the maximum benefit, aim for at least 3 to 4 servings of cruciferous vegetables each week. Steam them lightly to preserve the nutrients, and if you find them hard to digest, try roasting them with a drizzle of olive oil, which can make them easier on your stomach, while adding healthy fats that support nutrient absorption. Now let's talk about the fourth food, which is one you might already have in your kitchen but probably aren't using nearly enough: beets. These deep red root vegetables are loaded with betalains, pigments that act as potent antioxidants with a special ability to support liver detoxification. Beets also contain nitrates that your body converts to nitric oxide, which helps improve blood flow to your kidneys, supporting their filtering function. If you're finding this information valuable, hit that like button so more seniors can see it, and subscribe if you haven't already. We share new health tips every single day. Now let's continue. A study from the University of North Carolina tracked kidney function in older adults who consumed beet juice 3 times per week for 12 weeks. The results showed that kidney filtration improved by 23%, and markers of oxidative damage in kidney tissue decreased by 38%. The researchers concluded that the combination of antioxidants and improved blood flow created a protective environment that allowed the kidneys to work more efficiently with less strain. What's particularly interesting about beets is how versatile they are. You can roast them and add them to salads, juice them for a concentrated dose of nutrients, or even blend them into smoothies. Some people don't love the earthy taste, but when you pair beets with other flavors like citrus or ginger, they become much more palatable. Robert, a 73-year-old retired bank manager from North Carolina, was dealing with declining kidney function that his doctor attributed to years of high blood pressure and the medications used to treat it, including amlodipine. His kidney filtration rate had dropped to a level that was concerning, but not yet critical. Robert started drinking a small glass of fresh beet juice mixed with apple and lemon juice every morning. After 6 months, his kidney function tests showed improvement that his doctor called significant, with his filtration rate increasing by 17%. My nephrologist actually asked me what I was doing differently, Robert recalled. When I told him about the beet juice, he said to keep it up. The fifth food is garlic, and while you might think of it mainly as a flavor enhancer, garlic contains sulfur compounds like allicin that have profound effects on liver and kidney health. These compounds help activate liver enzymes that break down toxins, and they also have direct antioxidant effects that protect kidney cells from damage. Research from Stanford University showed that people who consumed fresh garlic regularly, even just 1 to 2 cloves per day, had 29% lower levels of oxidative stress in their liver compared to those who didn't eat garlic. The study noted that cooked garlic still provides benefits, but crushing or chopping fresh garlic and letting it sit for 10 minutes before cooking maximizes the formation of beneficial compounds. Garlic also has natural anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce the chronic low-grade inflammation that often builds up in the liver and kidneys when they're working hard to process medications. This inflammation can gradually impair organ function, so keeping it in check is crucial for long-term health. Dorothy, a 69-year-old retired librarian from California, had been on amlodipine for 5 years and started noticing swelling in her ankles, a sign that her kidneys might not be handling fluid balance as well as they should. Her doctor adjusted her medications, but also suggested dietary changes. Dorothy began adding fresh garlic to nearly every meal she cooked, crushing it first and letting it sit before adding it to her dishes. Over the next 4 months, her ankle swelling decreased noticeably and lab work showed her kidney function markers had stabilized rather than continuing to decline. "I never thought something in my kitchen could help my kidneys," she said, but the difference was clear. To use garlic therapeutically, aim for 1 to 2 fresh cloves daily. You can add it to sautéed vegetables, stir it into soups, or even mix crushed garlic into olive oil for a healthy spread. If the raw taste is too strong, roasted garlic becomes sweet and mild while still offering significant benefits. The sixth food is avocado, which might seem like an unusual choice for liver and kidney support. But the healthy fats in avocados, particularly monounsaturated fats, play a crucial role in protecting these organs from oxidative damage. Avocados are also rich in glutathione, one of the most important antioxidants your liver produces naturally. By eating foods high in glutathione, you support your liver's own detoxification systems. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that adults who ate avocado regularly had 36% higher levels of glutathione in their liver compared to those who didn't. This is significant because glutathione is often called the master antioxidant. It's the compound your liver uses to neutralize harmful substances before they can cause damage. When you're taking medications like amlodipine, supporting your glutathione levels can make a real difference in how well your liver handles the workload. Avocados also contain potassium, which is important for kidney function and blood pressure regulation. While some people on blood pressure medications are told to watch their potassium intake, for most people, the potassium in whole foods like avocados is actually beneficial and helps balance the effects of sodium. Margaret, a 67-year-old retired secretary from Texas, started experiencing digestive issues and fatigue that her doctor suspected might be related to her liver struggling with her medication regimen. She began eating half an avocado daily, either in a salad or mashed on whole grain toast. Within 8 weeks, her energy improved dramatically, and follow-up blood work showed her liver enzymes had decreased by 24%. I feel lighter somehow, Margaret explained, like my body is processing things better. To get the most from avocados, choose ripe ones that yield slightly to gentle pressure. You can add them to salads, blend them into smoothies for creaminess, or simply eat them with a sprinkle of sea salt and lemon juice. The seventh food is turmeric, specifically the compound curcumin it contains. This bright yellow spice has been studied extensively for its effects on liver health, and the results are consistently impressive. Curcumin helps reduce inflammation in the liver, supports the production of bile, which aids in detoxification, and directly protects liver cells from oxidative damage. Research from Johns Hopkins found that people who consumed curcumin supplements equivalent to about 1 teaspoon of turmeric daily for 12 weeks showed 44% improvement in liver enzyme levels and 37% reduction in markers of liver inflammation. The anti-inflammatory effect is particularly important because chronic inflammation in the liver can lead to scarring and reduced function over time. What makes turmeric even more effective is when you combine it with black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Without black pepper, much of the curcumin passes through your system without being absorbed, but with even just a pinch of pepper, your body can actually use these beneficial compounds. Eleanor, a 70-year-old retired principal from Arizona, had been dealing with elevated liver enzymes for over a year. Her doctor wasn't alarmed, but mentioned that her liver was working harder than it should, likely from her medications, including amlodipine. Eleanor started making golden milk every evening, a warm drink made with turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, milk, and a touch of honey. After 3 months, her liver enzymes had dropped by 33%, moving into the normal range. "It became my evening ritual," she said, "something warm and soothing that was also healing my liver. To use turmeric effectively, add it to soups, stews, or rice dishes, always with a bit of black pepper. You can also make golden milk by warming your preferred milk with half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a small amount of honey or maple syrup for sweetness." The eighth food is pomegranate, which is packed with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that have been shown to protect both liver and kidney tissue from damage. Pomegranates contain unique compounds called punicalagens that have antioxidant activity 3 times higher than green tea or red wine. Before we continue, if you're learning something new, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And drop a comment below. I'd love to know which of these foods you're already eating. A study from Harvard Medical School examined the effects of pomegranate juice on kidney function in older adults taking multiple medications. The group drinking 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily for 4 months showed 27% improvement in kidney filtration rate and 41% reduction in oxidative stress markers. The researchers were particularly impressed by how effectively the antioxidants in pomegranate seem to concentrate in kidney tissue, providing targeted protection. Pomegranates are also excellent for cardiovascular health, which is important when you're managing blood pressure. The polyphenols help keep blood vessels flexible and reduce inflammation in the arterial walls, working alongside your medication rather than against it. George, a 72-year-old retired electrician from Pennsylvania, was concerned about his kidney function declining gradually over several years. His doctor explained this was partly due to his medications and age, but George wanted to do something proactive. He began drinking a small glass of pomegranate juice with breakfast every day. After 5 months, his kidney function tests showed stabilization and even slight improvement, with his filtration rate increasing by 14%. "I feel like I gave my kidneys some help," George shared. "And honestly, I look forward to that juice every morning." You can eat fresh pomegranate seeds sprinkled on salads or yogurt, or drink pure pomegranate juice. If you choose juice, make sure it's 100% pomegranate with no added sugars, as sugar can actually increase oxidative stress rather than reduce it. The ninth and final food is dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These vegetables are loaded with chlorophyll, vitamin K, folate, and a host of antioxidants that support both liver and kidney function. The chlorophyll in dark leafy greens has a unique ability to bind to toxins and help remove them from your body, essentially taking some of the burden off your liver. Research published in Nutrition Research found that adults who ate dark leafy greens at least 5 times per week had 39% better kidney function markers and 32% lower liver enzyme levels compared to those who rarely ate these vegetables. The combination of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants creates a comprehensive support system for your organs. Dark leafy greens are also rich in magnesium, which many people taking blood pressure medications become deficient in. Magnesium supports hundreds of enzymatic processes in your body, including those involved in detoxification and kidney function. Getting enough magnesium from food can make a noticeable difference in how you feel overall. Susan, a 65-year-old retired business owner from Minnesota, had been struggling with fatigue and noticed her skin had a slightly yellow tint, which concerned her. Her doctor ran tests and found her liver was working harder than it should. He suggested dietary changes, and Susan began eating large salads with spinach or kale every day for lunch. Within 10 weeks, her energy returned, the yellow tint faded, and her liver enzymes dropped by 29%. "It's amazing what real food can do," Susan said. "I feel like I gave my body the tools it needed to heal. To get the most from dark leafy greens, eat them raw in salads or lightly sautéed with olive oil and garlic. The fat helps your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins these greens contain. You can also blend them into smoothies where the fruit masks any bitter taste while you still get all the nutrients. So there you have it. 9 powerful antioxidant-rich foods that can help protect your liver and kidneys while you're managing your blood pressure with Amlodipine. Green tea, blueberries, cruciferous vegetables, beets, garlic, avocados, turmeric, pomegranate, and dark leafy greens. Each one brings unique compounds that work in different ways to reduce oxidative stress, support detoxification, and give your organs the protection they need to stay healthy and functional for years to come. The beauty of these foods is that they're not extreme or restrictive. They're simple, whole foods that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. Even adding just 2 or 3 of these foods regularly can make a meaningful difference in how well your liver and kidneys handle the demands placed on them. If you'd like to keep learning natural ways to support your health while managing medications, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our videos. And if you found this helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more people who need this information. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 9 foods are you already eating? And which one are you most excited to try? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and here's to protecting your organs naturally while staying healthy and strong.